Hello. Good morning. Okay. Before I start, I'd like to ask a question. Sino dito yung mga project managers? Anyone? Project managers, pwede yung pakitaas sa kamay. Ibilangin ko lang. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. Kasi. Alam mo ba? May habol pa? Okay. Good morning. I will show some pictures. And then, pwede yung, you can tell if nakaka-relate kayo sa picture or alam nyo kung saan. Alright? Medyo nalungkot lang ako kasi konti lang yung nasa kamay. Nagtanong ako kung sino yung mga project managers. That's why I want to show these photos. Okay. Nakita nyo na ba? Malaman, nakita nyo ito sa internet. They said it is somewhere in Quezon City, dito. Next slide. They said that it is somewhere in Bicol region. Okay, next slide. Another scenario. Okay. Next, ito sigurado, alam niyo kung saan ito. Later ito, di ba? Okay, in our buffer rooms. Ayan. Actually, marami pa to, but I cannot show the other pictures kasi, why? Because hindi pa sila tapos. That's why, I want you to think that only engineers are project managers. Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, later I will ask again kung bakit ko nasabi na all engineers are project managers. Okay, engineers are people who designs, builds, implement or maintains engines, machines, or technologies. Right? It's from Google. Okay, why? Because the purpose of engineers, why we have engineers right now, is to serve a certain purpose. Right? And this purpose is actually encapsulated in what we are calling a project. Okay, medyo nakaka-relate na lahat. So, okay, let's define what is the meaning of project. Project from PMI or is a temporary endeavor with the start and finish undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. In this definition, I want you to see or to look that there are actually 4 characters to say that a certain purpose is a project. Maybe some of you here are project engineers, some are project managers, but I want you to see what is the meaning or what are the 4 characters. Paano nasabi ng isang a project is really a project? Okay. 5 seconds. First character is the meaning of endeavor. When you said endeavor, it's meaning it says you have a certain objective or goal. That's why you have a project. And all engineers are actually want to deliver some objectives or purpose. Kaya tayo meron project. The next character, it should be temporary. It should have first start and finish date. What does it mean? So, ibig sabihin, when you say it's a project, it should have a start and end date. So, kamusta yung mga projects natin na walang end date? Do we deliver the objective of the project? No. So, definitely, we cannot call it a project unless matapos mo. Okay? The next character is undertaken. This word, when you show it, when you search it, it means you want to, you are committing yourself to a project for a certain objective and a certain timeline na binigay ninyo sa inyong kliyente. All engineers can be project managers because we are handling resources, right? We can handling people, like technicians, installers. PCs may handle some PCTs sa mga company nyo. So, everyone can be considered as project managers because you are delivering a certain objective or purpose. And lastly, the fourth character is it should have uniqueness. you will deliver a unique product, service, or result. So the difference between project and operations manager and a project manager, operations requires to do it in a daily basis, over and over the process. But when you said it's a project manager, you are delivering something unique to the client. Maybe it's some changes, maybe something new, but still if you are delivering something to the client, it may call it unique. So unique in terms of, although maybe you are delivering same product, but you are installing it on a different company or different client, it may still consider as uniqueness. Because remember, your client has its own objective. Bakit siya nagpapalagay ng CCTV, bakit siya nagpapalagay ng ganitong access control. So, although it is in the same system, you are dealing with different layout, different plans, different people that will approve your projects, right? Okay. Okay. So you see, as an engineer, you are handling a lot of things, right? You are communicating with your clients. You're dealing with different teams. Maybe nakikipag-usap ko sa mga logistics, working in other departments, right? Kaya, before you can accomplish a certain project, you have to juggle all things. And your time is limited, right? As habang tumatagal yung project mo, mas napapamahal, di ba? Kung napasin nyo, habang nag-delay, mas mapamahal yung gastos. Because you will add certain people and you have to meet the deadline. Asal ko rin yung hindi mo penalize. So, that's why these are actually one of the responsible and the main responsible of a engineers is to deliver the purpose that they promise to the client. Okay, so why project managers are required in any industry? So, I heard kanina na napakaraming engineers from different industry, but project managers are very important, and these are my top 5 reasons why. Okay, number 1, people are not perfect. Are you agree? People are not perfect. Maybe some of your people is pwedeng iba-iba kasi ang background ng mga taong hawakan ninyo. At the same time, iba-iba rin ang mga background nila. So, meaning to say, you have to deal with them sa character pala ng tao, right? Doon pa lang sa what they know and kung ano yung parang priority nila sa kanilang nakawakang posisyon. For example, sa business department, or a technical team, or engineering team, maybe they have a priority na project yan sa'yo. So, meaning to say, you have to look for resources na possible na hindi makukuha. That's why you are, as an engineer, you have to have the mindset for project management. Okay, number 2, change must be controlled, or the changes must be controlled. If some of you here are experiencing na nagkakahawak ng mga projects, very normal sa isang project na nagkakaroon ng mga changes, right? Very normal yun. Madalang sa isang project na walang change. Kaya nagkakaroon ng mga change orders. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng change management because of these reasons. So, you have to control those changes. Number 3, communication causes gaps and conflicts. Ay, ito yung sa pinakamahirap i-handle sa isang project at hindi nakuha ng taong pinag-usap mo yung gusto mong sabihin. At the same time, iba rin yung nagkakapick up mo sa sabi ng boss mo sa'yo. So, you have to balance all things because there's a higher than you that expecting the result coming from you. And then, the way you communicate with your lower subordinates, we have a tendency that hindi nila makuha agad yun. So, that's another reason. Number 4, Although there are processes in many companies, it's still not perfect, right? Because ang gumagawa nun, yung tao rin, hindi rin perfect. So, there's really a chance na magkamali yung process mo, hindi masunod. And sumasabi pa kung nagkakaroon tayo ng delays, diba? Nagkakaroon ng delays dahil meron tayong nahabol na deadline. And in the process, need some timeline or some lead times to meet the target, right? Lastly, processes may not be implemented properly. That's the reason. The processes may not be perfect, and also the people that working on the processes may not be perfect. That's why project manager's mindset is very important to us. Okay, ito yung summary ko actually. Pinaghalit ko para makuha din yung punto ko. Walang isang taong perfecto. Paano pa kaya kapag yung sama-sama mo ang mga yung tao? So what is project management? Project management is putting all people, technologies, and processes into a single involved na project to be the same goal, in one direction, with one goal. And what is the goal? Is to achieve the project purpose, whatever purpose ng project natin. Okay. Last month, kung naturo ko about the fundamentals of project management, ito yung mga tinakal namin. So ngayon, hindi ko siya matuturo dahil very limited tayo sa oras. But I want to run through lang. Meron ba naka-attend last month sa training? Wala. Okay, very good. At least hindi pa alam. Okay, stakeholder management. What's the meaning of stakeholders? Stakeholders means these are people that are being affected and will affect the project. Which sabihin, ito yung mga taong involved at hindi involved pero maapektuhan ng project. Sino may mga ito? Ito yung mga boss mo. Siyempre, sila gumastos para magawa yung project. Ito yung mga suppliers or contractors na gumagawa sa project mo. Ito rin yung mga end users. Ibig sabihin, sila yung gagamit, pero hindi sila bumili. Pwede silang gumastos, pero sila yung gagamit ng produkto o yung service na ginawa ninyo. So, all people who are affected and will affected on your project are stakeholders. Okay. Especially, babantayin ninyo yung mga approvers, siyempre, ng project niyo. Okay. Number 2 is procurement management. Okay, these are the process na involved sa procurement. Okay. Number 3 is risk management. Risks are things na may be opportunity or negative things na makaka-affected sa project nyo. Number 4 are the resources. Resources can be equipment, can be people, can be the technology or the process. Okay? 5 is communication management. Paano nyo ba i-communicate yung project sa inyong mga stakeholders? Is it by email? Is it by text? Is it by call? You have to meeting face-to-face? There's so many ways how. And yun yung mga examples nun. Quality management is this is how you control the project, yung quality. You have to manage the quality. Number 7, cost management. Of course, the expenses and the revenue ng project. So ito yung mga knowledge areas kasi sa tinatawag namin mga kailangan bantayan na you have to look at. Number 8, of course, is the schedule management. There are many techniques on how you will manage your schedule. So, number 9, scope. Scope management, including yung mga hindi specific na ibigay ng kliyente at yung mga scopes na hindi rin dapat kasama sa scope na project nyo. Kasi there are sometimes siguro na experience nyo na ang akala nyo wala, pero kailangan pala ng kliyente ninyo. Maraming beses nangyari yun. Hindi ilagay, pero ang understanding nila, sa utak nila, kasama. So, doon tayo nagkakaroon ng parang battleground dahil sa miscommunication. Or hindi ay klaro kung ano bang kailangan ng kliyente. And then, number 10 is integration management. It means you are integrating everything As an engineer, you have to be very careful on these things, and you have to consider actually all these things. Otherwise, there's a tendency na you can be delayed, you may have a poor quality, and you may have bigger costs na ma-spend sa project mo. Okay. Pero hindi ito yung i-down natin ngayon. Okay, just to give you an overview of what is a project life cycle. Project life cycle, it means if you follow these things, there's a bigger chance that you will be successful sa project. Or may deliver ko yung purpose na ginawa niyo, yung gusto ninyo sa client nyo o sa customer ninyo. Okay, it start with initiation or starting a project. Ibig sabihin, this is the place or the area na kapag ang boss ninyo ay nagbigay ng requirement with a certain budget, with a certain scope, with a certain amount na information na gusto nyo makuha at the end of the project, ito yun. Ibig sabihin, all are high-level details. The second one is the planning, organizing, and preparing. Ito yung second phase ng project ng life cycle na nagkakaroon na dito ng detailing kung paano may-init yung gusto ng boss mo o yung company ninyo. So you are organizing and getting the people and getting how much will we use or spend for a certain activity. Okay? So, doon na po yung plano. The third thing is the execution. Execution, ito na yung ini-implement na nga, yung plano na ginawa ninyo. So, if you look at the big picture of a project, you will start with initiation, then followed by planning, third execution, and the fourth one is a closure. Closure meaning, bago mag-tingin ng closure, you have to have the acceptance of the client. Dito pala sa implementation part, o sa execution part. Okay? The closure will only happens when you have the certificate of completion or acceptance with the client. So, although maybe some of you here ay hindi involved sa project, pero involved lang may sarili ng trabaho na kailangan isubit sa boss niyo or sa supervisor niyo. This can also actually apply to your certain job position. So, this project life cycle applies to all of us, I believe. Ang wala dito yung monitoring and control. The different from management is you are managing the execution part. When you said it's monitoring and control, every time na may aalis sa boundary ng quality, ng schedule, o ng risk, you have to control and monitor those parameters. Okay. This slide shows you what is the normal life cycle of a project. We start from business requirements, ito yung kanina na requirement ng boss nyo. Next is the system requirements, yung technology sa kailangan gawa para makuha yung business requirement. Okay? Parang, example, the boss will tell you, create ng CCTV for a certain area. And then, pero kailangan kumita tayo ng ganitong amount for this certain timeline. So, that is like the business requirement. The next slide is the system requirement. This is, kaya ka dito ng planning. And then, if you are saying you are planning, you have to give designs or layouts and bill of materials or the list of materials na kailangan mo para magawa yung system requirement na yun. And then, you start to construct, right? This is normal flow. And then, pag na-construct mo na yung gusto ng system requirement mo, you have to test it. Minsan nagkakaroon mo tayo laboratory testing sa company bago tayo binibigay sa kliyente. Then, you will deliver it. So, you must get the approval of the client with the system requirement met the business requirement. And the last thing, of course, is operations and maintenance. So, this is the regular flow of project methodology or project life cycle, which is tinatawag na nila ngayon na waterfall. If you heard about waterfall, this is the traditional way how to manage the project. Okay? Meron po dito mga software engineers? Yes sir. Meron pa? Wala pa. Okay. Ito yung tawag ng waterfall or traditional project life cycle. Bakit siya naging predictive? Because you already know what is the flow to complete the project, right? Ay, ito yung flow niya. That's our traditional waterfall project life cycle. Okay. What are the important outputs to follow to have access to projects of waterfall? You have, of course, you have to have the process, you have to have the tools, the documentation, the contract, for negotiation, and planning. Okay, ito yung normal, traditional way how to execute a project. Okay, ito yung mga importante bagay na kailangan natin. Meron tayo. Okay. But there's a problem in waterfall or predictive life cycle. Number one, sinasabi natin, there are frequent change requests from the client. Iba yung gusto nila, sometimes na sobrang tagal lang matapos yung project, iba yung gusto niyang gawin. Ayaw niyang ipatuloy. Normal yun. Maybe some of you can relate to me. Number two, the customer do not know what he wants. Pero mag nito, meron. Ito yung mga bagong hire na facility manager or engineer, and kung ganyan dito, kung ganyan. Pero hindi naman yung talaga alam kung anong kakalabasan. And yung masakit doon, you have to spend another and nasagot pa ninyo o yung gumawa ng contract pag gumawa ng project na yan. So, there are people na nagpapagawa ng project na ito lang gusto ko, but actually doesn't know ano ba yung details talaga. So, sa yung manggagaling yun. And then, mahirap doon, magpapa-approve ka sa huli na. Doon ka pala magka-adjust, magkakaroon ng mga rewards, magkakaroon ka ng readjustment. So, ito yung problema. Number three, the assigned team has no experience on the project. Posible, mukha ng project na hindi naman talaga alam. Hindi na siya sabi, or yung outside na engineer, wala pa talagang experience. So meron tayong, kahit paano meron tayong way how to, parang paano natin i-resolve yung problema. Number four, clients or customers are unhappy on the project outcome. Ito yung classic example na meron siyang gustong project, ang gusto niya, ito yung makuha ang viewing ng CCTV camera mo, meron na nailagay na, ay, ayoko pala dyan, kabilang ko itong gusto makuha, itong viewing na to. So, may mga ganong kliyente. And, yun nga, nabanggit ko kanina, possible na hindi pa, sa iba, gastos yung nakalabas na yun. So, it's can be low quality, pwede rin low mobility schedule, okay, or overpriced yung mga costs. And the last thing that very important is the team members are unhappy and demotivated. Okay. So that's why, let's go to the next. Ano talaga yung sabi ko? Introduction lang yun. So this, the real topic. Agile project management in fast changing world. Okay, let's go. Okay, what's the meaning of agile or agility? Agility means its ability to move quickly and easily, ability to think and understand quickly. It's relating to method of project management used especially for software management, software development that is characterized by the definition of tasks, the short races, work, and frequent reassessment and adaptation of plans. Okay, kaya natanong pa rin na kung meron pa mga software engineers dito. Actually, the Agile starts or came from the software industry. Okay, but now I will teach you how we can follow this Agile. Okay, many companies abroad are using actually Agile. And these are also only some or few companies that involved in Agile. There's Google, Microsoft, Accenture, IBM, and Apple. When I was in one of the project managers sa Google, somewhere in Taguig, ang gamitin namin is yung mga foreigners. So we do Skype or yung ginagamit yung video chatting I forget Hangout, Google Hangout. So that's the way how we meet. It's called virtual communication, doing it by Hangout or the video calling. So some are from Canada, some are from US, and some are Singapore's. So we are doing Agile on the basis of construction building. Okay. So this is another flow of life cycle of project. Aside from waterfall, this is also another way how to handle a project. It's called iterative. What is iterative? These have a different life cycle. You start with analyzing, then you're analyzing again, you do the design, and make a prototype, then you build and test, refine, and then deliver. How this works. For example, I have a project in Sarangani because aside from ICT, normally sa mga construction, although you are part of an ICT company, you have to build other things na nakaka-apekto sa PCE systems, right? Any civil, for example, we put a fire access control sa mga gates. Walang gates, kami na tayo ng gates. O, kulit manage nun. So, for example, kung project sa Sarangani, we have to build a 11 posts. So, sa Sarangani, they required us to put 11 posts for every perimeter ng fences nila. Kasi pag may nag-intrusion, kailangan may alarm. Okay? One of the perimeter na hindi na mag-usapan during the requirement is ilalagay sa tabing dagat. Kasi nga, energy corporation yun eh. So what they require to us is to build a pole na swing type. Ibig sabihin, magala, pwede mong itayo, pwede mong ibaba. Okay? So, hindi ko alam mo paano. So, you have to build the prototype first. Kasi they required us to build 7 11 posts. And for us, you don't need to build the 7 11 posts before you deliver the project. You have to build at least one. Okay, at least one. So we took the prototype, we showed it. After matapos, then they give comments, and we rebuild again. So that's the life cycle of iterative. You are giving a certain amount of short sample of the project, and then you getting the feedback of the client once you deliver it certain the short delivery. Okay. So, meaning to say, ikakaroon ng feedback bago mo tapos yung project. Unlike sa waterfall, if you look at it, tinapos mo na lahat. Saka mo lang i-deliver sa client. And then doon pala sila magkakaroon ng feedback. So, that's one. Iterative life cycle. The other life cycle is incremental. Incremental, this is a life cycle na kailangan na agad ng client mo, o ng customer mo. You analyze, design, build, test, deliver sa client mo, pero hindi siya tapos. Ibig sabihin, but the rule is, there is something na magagamit nila. Sorry, hindi ako sanay gumamit ng... Wait lang. Mamali ako ng pindot. Okay. Okay. So, ang example ng project na ganito. Ito yung mga... sino may laro na sa cellphone nila? Mga mobile games, mga apps. If you see, they release the game, they release the apps, then they give you feedback. So, that's how they do it very fast. Tapusin natin ito for certain game. Then, bigyan natin, ilabas natin sa market. Then, pag may comments sila, papasin nyo, pero mga feedbacks, ginawa sa inyo. So, doon pa lang sila nag-gagawa ng mga changes. Binabago nila. So, parang nag-evolution. So, that's how the life cycle of incremental. You're doing it, and you're doing it over and over until ma-perfect mo. Until yung customer mo or client mo, wala na masyadong satisfied na so binigay yung produkto. Okay. The next slide shows the Agile Manifesto. Like I said, this Agile was composed by a certain group of software engineers. And this Agile Manifesto shows what is their parang principle nila na sinusunod. As you can see, there's the left side and the right side. And the individual's interaction is more than process and tools. Yun siya mabasahin. Then working products are more important actually to compare to comprehensive documents. Customer collaboration is more important over contract negotiation. The fourth one is responding to change. It's more important to follow the plan. Okay. As you can see, the right part are very important, but on Agile management, the left part is more important than the right. Okay. So how we will do this? Okay. For you to be able to implement the Agile project management, you have to remember these things. I put it on these acronyms. Agile. Okay. Can you say Agile? Okay, Agile. What's Agile? You should be adaptable. Okay? Goal keeper. Innovative. Remember, less is more. Fifth is echoing the feedback. Okay, let's start. Adaptable. Adaptable means you are able to adjust or modify to new condition for a new use or purpose. This means for you to become a project manager that can adjust, you must be able to accept all the changes that the client wants you to do, unless there's a certain parameters that you are following. So, but the thing is, you have to have the character that you can adjust or modify depending on ang requirement ng client ninyo. So, sabi nga ni Guerrero, there is no silver bullet. There are always options, and the options have consequences. So, sa Agile project management, you are considering na wala namang walang perfectong proseso. You have to do a certain amount of things and get a feedback from the customer before you can go to the next step. Agile welcomes change requirements even late in development for the customer's competitive advantages. So meaning to say, you must be very flexible and you can adjust as a project manager or a project engineer how you can cope or adjust on the requirements of the client. Okay, so how we do this? We do the plan, do, check, act. Because in the Agile project management, as compared with the traditional or waterfall project management, on the waterfall, you are doing some assumptions. Okay, you assume some things na hindi mo pa nakikita. Pero pagdating sa Agile project management, you have to do experimenting and testing because in Agile, actually facts are very important. We don't focus on assumptions, but we focus on getting facts. But how do we get the facts? You have to do this. Plan, do, check, act. So you have to make a plan, then implement it, then check if it's possible or not before you can actually act on it. You can do another experimentation by doing these things. We focus on small experimentation, evaluating new method, correct it if necessary, and then adapt it. Okay. Agile promotes sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. So, how do we move from one place to another to do experimentation? you can do these things. For example, paano kung hindi mo alam kung ano susunod na step, you have to make some planning. Okay, planning on what specific na result ba yung gusto malaman. Okay, before you can move on. Example that I give kanina is yung sa sargani na project namin. We don't know how, so we build a sample or prototype, and we will do it again before we deliver the item. So, you minimize the cost, you minimize the time, and as well, you get the feedback from the customer. Ito yung gusto namin. So, we're getting the value of the engineering. Next thing, G, is goalkeeper. Okay. Goalkeeper, for me, it means someone who is plays a role how to stop opponents from scoring and focus to attain goal and win. Goalkeeper. Bakit goalkeeper? I want you to remember two things for you to become a goalkeeper. Soccer. You know soccer? Soccer, as a goalkeeper, kapag sinabi kang goalkeeper, you don't want your opponents to score in your goal. Right? Para manalo kayo, you have to protect. The same way as project engineer or manager, you have to protect the other things or other stakeholders that may affect your project or not getting the purpose that you want to give to the client. For example, example of this is when somebody in the company trying to give another scope but out of your scope, pero hindi naman madadagdagan yung, liasa mong budget. Hindi mo mag-extend yung timeline. Anong tawag doon? Gold plating. Maybe some of your, gold plating means you're putting some, advantages to your project that's not necessary. It means you are just showing something na hindi mo valuable sa kliyente. Okay, and it may be good, it may sound good, but actually, it may harm your credibility as a project manager or project engineer kasi you're putting something that's not important. It can be another cost as well sa yung company, right? So you don't want other opponents or other distractions na makagulo sa purpose ng yung project. So the highest priority to satisfy the customer is through early and continuous delivery of working products and services. So this is the priority of this is the principle or the value ng Agile project management. They're focused on delivering and satisfying the customer. Ito yung kaibahan sa waterfall. Sa waterfall, you're planning a certain amount or certain tasks, but at the end, it may have a downfall pag hindi naman na-satisfy ang customer mo. Ang tawag doon sa example ko kanina, na gold plating, kaya tawag din scope creep. Ibig sabihin na yung dalagang scope mo pero wala namang additional budget or additional extension ng project pag binibigay sa'yo ng kliyente. O nung ibang tao, they say that they are one of the approvers ng project. Diba? Okay. Another sport that you need to be a goalkeeper is how they play the US, what they call rugby. So, rugby, kung narinig niyo ang rugby, ito yung sport sa US, na the goal is to bring the ball and the side of the opponent. So, bakit rugby? Actually, dito nanggaling yung word na scrum. There's called scrumming sa software. Na the purpose is the team members ng rugby team, they have to work together to be able to bring the ball. Okay? To bring the ball to the other side, on the opponent's field, to be able to win. So, what's the principle of that? You have to work together to be able to get the purpose of your project. Okay. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Meaning to say, we want to do it faster, We want it to do what we want, the project to get higher approving of the customer. That's why we do it the Agile project management. Working product or service is the primary measure of progress. On Agile project management, you are measuring by not what you report to the client, but on what are you giving. It's the value. Okay? Maybe you submit your Gantt chart, ito yung project report ko, na on track ka, but the real thing is, there's no value sa binibigay ninyo. And that's why you can only get a feedback, good feedback from the client if you give it with the value. And that's how we measure in the Agile project management. I'll give you an example. There's a possibility, di ba, na magsabit kayo yung report na okay, di ba? Nakita niyo yung pictures, meron pang pictures yan, meron pang status report. And then, all of a sudden, after doon, nagpunta kayo ng walkthrough, and then, hindi pala ganun yung gusto niyang mangyari. Masakit nun, there's a possibility na you're almost done, but the real approver or the real stakeholder is not satisfied. That's what we are calling the watermelon project. Mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo yung watermelon. Why yung watermelon project? Kasi green siya sa loob, pero alarming pala, green siya sa labas, pero red pala yung loob niya. Ibig sabihin, akala mo 90% ka na, 100% complete ka na, pero pagdating mo sa site, oops, 40% ka pa lang o 70%. Kasi you're not getting the feedback from the client, from the real client, from the end user, depending on what the project requires you. Okay? Maybe kausap mo is the procurement, pero yung gamit pala, hindi pala ganun yung expectation niya. That's how you're getting a watermelon project. Okay. Innovative. Ito nabanggit kayo yan, sir, about innovative. This is how the foreign companies are leading the game in their businesses because of this innovative. Okay, what is innovation? This is a person or a company who introduces new ideas, methods, original, and creative thinking. Okay. At regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. So, innovation. Kung meron tayong kasabihan na sometimes na, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Why then, in Agile project management, if it's okay, you have to innovate. How we will do that? For example, if you're doing your own work, okay, there are things na pwede pala siyang magkaroon ng innovation sa trabaho mo. You can do innovation by yourself actually. You do the usual thing that you do in your company, but if you really study your methods on how you do the work, you can see a certain part that you can innovate. For example, just for a very simple example, is you do this by doing sprinting. Okay? Sprinting is this is how we do the experimentation or the plan, do, check up. You do a certain amount of planning for a certain short span na gusto mo makuha result. And then you do it, check it, and then you will see whether you will apply it in your scenario or certain condition before you can decide whether you will act on it, apply it, or you will get another option. Sprinting sometimes happens by weeks or by months because the purpose of the Agile project management, we want to do it fast. Okay? Deliver work to product or services frequently from a couple of weeks or a couple of months within preference was the shorter time scale. So the difference from the traditional, is an agile. You want to do it faster. You're delivering faster. That's why you're giving small things na pwede ka makakuha ng approval. For example, just to give you an application example. I have a project somewhere in Batangas that we construction to, so in the software. We built a fiber sensing item or fiber sensing system that alarms when there's an intruder na dumaan sa fence. So I divide it in 8 small zone areas. Okay, we do not install the 1 kilometer requirement of the client and install yung buong fiber sensing cable. But we do it phase by phase. Because we want to come to the point na bago kami makarating sa dulo, meron ng mga model na gawang trabaho. It's like you're conducting a 1 kilometer project and bago pa makarating doon, pakita mo na kung paano hinukay yung dadaanan mo sa 1 kilometer doon. So that's how we do it in a construction type of business. So software, same thing, masabi ko na, pero ito, mas gusto kong makita ninyo na mapa ito, not only software, but that's why we're talking about working products, not a website or not a certain software item, because this can apply to everything. Okay. Pursue to lessen the wastes. What's this thing? And another value or principle of Agile project management is you want to put out or at least minimize the waste. Kaya sinasabi ko nila, if you don't know how to innovate, you find things na pwede mong innovate. For example, just a simple scenario. You have the work that to-do list sa araw mo sa trabaho. But there are ways na ginagawa mo from 8 to 5, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Ngayon, ano yung mga ways na yan? For example, ito yung pag-internet. May meeting na hindi naman kailangan ng meeting. Diba? So these are some small things na example ng ways na nagagawa natin. Just same thing sa project. We want to minimize the waste by doing experimenting. We don't want to waste the cost and the time that we spend on a certain project. That's why we're making experimentations, and we do it on a regular basis. Na do it over and over again until ma-perfect natin or makuha natin yung requirement ng cliente. So what are the examples of things that can improve or we can innovate? We can innovate to get a better quality, to have a faster delivery and better flow ng process mo sa company. We can increase the productivity. You can also make your work easier by doing this agile principle. You can study your own work methods and try new ideas and measure impact. And of course, you can lessen the waste. If you're part of a inventory team, may tinatawag na the more you spend or the more you buy in bulk, mas makakatipid ka. Pero may tendency na yung mga binili mo is hindi rin magagamit agad. So, it will be a waste of money in terms of storage, in terms of lumuluma yung mga produkto mo until mag-leave yung waste lang. So, that's what we call just-in-time method. Okay. Siyempre, as much as possible, you want to buy only that what really needed. Less is more. Okay. This is a principle that you are thinking differently. Because on Agile, Agile is not really focused on tools and process, but it's more of mindsetting. That's why I'm giving these different things to remember. Less is more. How we do this? It means doing less but getting more accomplishments. Is it possible that we do less but getting more accomplishments? How? Be simple. Okay, for example, for being simple, there are things that we do that we don't really need in a project. Like doing a documentation or certain things, activity, na gagawin mo ito activity ito, minsan nahala pa ang document, pero hindi naman nagkakailangan. Or giving a report with your customer na wala man talagang value. You put these different photos, you put it different certain parameters, magiging ka ng maraming table, magiging ka ng maraming graphs, pero hindi naman yung nahingi ng kliyente mo. So, make it simple. The principle is, simplicity is the art of maximizing the amount of work not done. Ganun pala, no? You want to be more simple. Many times you want to complicate things, and then we go into the thing na nag-cause ko ng delay sa project mo. Another application. Always see at the big picture. Ito yung kadalasan na hindi natin tinitingnan. Especially when we as engineers making decisions. We're not looking at the big part or the big picture of the project. Pag merong nagkakaroon ng problema, we do some changes. We do some resolutions. That's why nagkaroon ng change management. But on Agile, we don't resolve it immediately. We look at the big picture or the whole scenario. We do it holistically. So, paano natin ginagawa yan? Kasi, normally sa mga businesses, they're looking at the numbers. But there are other things that you have to consider. So, if you are giving a purpose for your client, you're just deciding based on what you see na mali. But you have to look on what is the right problem that you must have to resolve. That's why you do it. I can connect it to the innovation. You need a certain amount of work that you usually do, and then you will see what is the real problem. Pag ginawa mo yun, then you do the experimentation based on what innovation that you want, and then check the results if this is can adapt or it can work or gives the value. And if not, look for another options. So always see at the big picture. I'll give you an example again. Seeing at the big picture, you have to list all your stakeholders that are important for you to accomplish the project, and all the end users at the end. And when making decisions, you have to always look on those parameters. Saan ba ako nag-start? So that's how, before you make big decisions, you have to look on what's the value that I give you. Task prioritization. Okay. Doing less but accomplishing more. Task prioritization. You may have a to-do list, di ba? Daily your job based on what is the deadline of your project, and you do it backwards. And you have a list of activities. But there is a way how to do this task prioritization. Example is if you hear the principle of 80 by 20% principle. May nakalimutan naman nun? Okay. It means you're doing something by doing 20% of the work, pero yung impact niya is 80%. Maybe you do this activity, ito yung paano siya gagawin. If you have a certain project, you must look at things or activities na alam ba yung kailangan ng kliyente mo. Na kung binigay mo to, is possible na ano mo yung comment niya, gagalaw depende sa 20% na trinabaho mo. So it's the 80-20. You do it by 20% of your time, But the impact niya sa buong project is 80%. So it's not a, pwede mo siya doon as on a daily task prioritization. Maybe sa buong araw mo, there are things na importante. So you have to choose which are the most important activities that it affect 80% of your whole day. There are things you have to look and think differently. Another application, make meeting agendas and plan meetings. Ito yung sometimes marami gumagawa nito na nakipag-meeting na walang agenda. Diba? Pagkagis sa meeting, doon pala magkaka-agenda pagkatapos na ng kwentuhan at konting kainan at kamustahan. So, if you want to prioritize things and make less but accomplish more, you have to do agendas. Make agendas and plan your meetings. Because there are scenarios na maybe hindi kayo, pero yung mga boss natin. They always calling you for a meeting. Then, eventually, hindi mo na nagawa yung trabaho mo. May meeting ka sa umaga, may meeting ka sa tanghali, may meeting ka sa hapon. Alam na kung ikaw pa yung isang pleyado ka lang pala, kaya ganun pala siya. So you have to plan your meetings. Kasi, to be able to do that again, you have to see the big picture. Kung paano ka bang plano ng meeting mo. And when you do the meetings, you have to have the agendas. That's how you save time and getting less energy but working with more accomplishments. Avoid multitasking and activity posing. Okay. Multitasking, parang, di ba? Parang, when you said multitasking, it seems advantageous sa'yo. Okay? Kasi parang ganda yung ilagay sa resume yung multitasking. But again, when you do multitasking, there's a tendency na you can do it wrong. So you will do rewards and not getting the value that you really want for your customer or client or superior. And activity posting, what is this? This is doing the activity, then making some posts. Diba? Gumagawa ng report. Then maya-maya, buka ng kape. Then maya-maya, makipag-meeting ka. Then, babalik-babalik sa trabaho mo. Yung trabaho mo na imbes na 30 minutes lang, kumabig ka ng 2 hours. Kasi meron pause. Magkakape ka, magkakape ka sa pag mo. So what we should do is do it and each activity you finish it before you do other things. Okay, konti na lang. Be the self-organizing and self-improving team. So one of the requirements for us to be doing this is to be able to have a self-organizing and self-improving team. Ibig sabihin, you must get the people who are motivated. Okay? How we will do motivation? By giving them the environment that they need and giving the trainings, giving the opportunities, and trusting them that they can do what they are called to do in the company. So, as a project manager or a project team or a project engineer, you are not doing it alone. You are doing it with resources of people. So, you must build a project team that are motivated. The best architecture, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing team. Okay, bibilisan ko na. Be a servant leader. Servant leader are the characters of a project manager that you should have. Because when you're serving, you're giving your team the trust and environment that for them to be able to do the work. You can give them the decision making on some parts, especially if sila yung specialist doon sa trabaho na yun. Okay, remember, we are not the only, as a project engineer or the project manager, we are not only the experts. Okay, we should delegate the tasks. Otherwise, makakita ng trabaho mo. We should delegate and trust them. Okay, give the project team the environment and support they need and trust them to get done. Okay, for Christians, you know who's the model of servant leadership. I just want to add this. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be servant, and whoever wants to be first must be served of all. Okay, Matthew 10:43-44. The greatest among you shall be your servant. 1-23, verse 11. So this is not a new thing. Agile project management is actually given by our Lord. Okay? Amen. Next, these are the ways how to do this. Okay. Sinamarize ko lang. Pero ito rin yan. Be simple, always repeat your task for reason, for multitasking. Okay. Next slide. Isa ko na. Okay. Echo with the feedback. This is a very important thing. This is the why we have the Agile project management, because of the feedback. We want to get the feedback of the clients or the customers. This is by collaboration. Collaboration not only for the superiors, but also especially to the end users. Kasi sino yung makakapay ko, yung mga importante stakeholders sa project mo. Collaboration. Business people and project team must work together daily throughout the project. It can be do this by daily, we can do this weekly, but the main important thing is you can do it on getting the value and feedback of your customers. That's how we avoid this watermelon project. Okay. Okay. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within development team is face-to-face conversation. Again, may sinabi ko kanina ng parang ways how to communicate, text, call, email, virtual chatting. The most effective way is face-to-face meetings, co-location. Ibig sabihin, nakita mo sa face-to-face. Okay. Benefits of Agile. It's enjoyable. You can make happy stakeholders. You can get a higher revenue because you're putting out the wastes. You're increasing your productivity because you're doing what you need to do and doing the prioritization. You are doing the right product because you are giving, you're getting the feedback of your customer. That's why they're happy. Giving the quality, of course, fun for your team members because you're giving them the trust and the environment that they need. And then time to market, guidance, and visibility. That's the benefit of Agile. Benefit na lang, 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. These are the companies that I saw a while ago, ng mga foreign companies. So we are hoping that this also can apply to our local companies, right? So what's Agile? The summary, Agile is a whole culture, a framework, a philosophy, a work style, a bunch of solutions with values and principles that make the work management of a team a lot easier and become result-oriented. Okay. That's a message for all engineers. All engineers, we are project managers, okay? In this diagram, I show you that we are the fourth of the largest people that graduates for the past 10 years. So kung naghahanap tayo ng may push natin yung company natin to a better, as a developing country, we engineers are the one who bring the government upwards because we are the engineers. Okay, we do the innovation and things that we studied a while ago. Okay. Galing na sa check from the past 10 years. So, Philippines needs our engineers applying a project management concepts. Okay, mga sample ng mga local companies natin that applying this. And hopefully, they're doing this Agile project management. Because Agile project management not only applies to projects, but also applies on different departments. Human resources, logistics, purchasing. So, applicable din sa lahat. 2 slides na lang. Okay. This, just to give you motivation. This is Taichi Ono. He's an industrial engineer and he came from Japan. He is the founder of the Toyota production system that was used by the Western culture. So, as you see, as an engineer, you can affect your whole industry. Because now, Toyota is the #1 automobile manufacturer in the world because of him, because he used the Agile mindset. Okay, so if you want to change how people behave, you have to first change how people think. And if you change your story, you can change the industry. Thank you. You must be, again, adaptable, goalkeeper, and waiting best score, and improving the feedback. Okay, thank you.
Wow! Thank you so much, Sir Jason, for that very agile presentation. To award this certificate, may we call our Engineer Dennis Molina, Engineer Dennis Carandang, and Engineer Gerhard Tan in front. context, the Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Foundation Incorporated awards this certificate of appreciation to Engineer Jason A. Guerrero, PECE, for having shared his knowledge and expertise as a resource speaker on the topic Agile Project Management, which significantly contributed to the success of the 7th Electronics Systems and Technologies ROADSHOW 2018 held in Leon Hall, Ateneo de Manila University, Quezon City on the 20th day of October, signed by Dennis L. Molina, PECE Chairman, EST ROADSHOW 2018, and Sir Romulo R. Agapem, PECE, APEC and ASEAN Engineer, President, IECEP.
Wait lang, may napo.
Okay, so thank you very much. Announcement lang po. Kung sino